The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Jesus, Chris. Welcome to the worst show we are probably ever going to have on Hanging with the Boys. Right now, first, though, you're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza here at the Star in Frisco. They are setting up Christmas out there. It's beginning to look a lot like it's 71 degrees. I didn't know it was that warm. 71 degrees, feels like 71, high of 76. Low tonight of 60. Kurt, how are you?
Good, real good.
Jesse, how are you? Surprised you showed up today.
Yeah, Derek called me and said if I don't show up today, don't
come back.
So I figured
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
So that brings us to one more person. Nate, the show is yours.
No,
I'll see you tomorrow.
No, it's not, man. The fans have done enough. The fans have.
No.
This is 1 week.
You're not getting away with this.
No, this is 1 week that I really read all the little texts and everything. The fans, thank you, fans. That's all I can say. If you're not going to have the fans on calling today, bringing down the raft, I'm through, man. Jesse came in, first thing he hit me twice in the ribs. Yo, man, hey, call him off. You know what I'm saying? My man, his secret admirer right over there, Kurt.
Jesus.
And then you come in with an attitude against everybody because, I told you to ride with me and not with Jesse, but this is what you chose.
But nobody didn't ride against you.
You told me last week.
No one rode against you.
It's three of us that's right and you one that's wrong. I said, okay, Jeff.
We all picked the Cowboys to win. We just didn't pick the Cowboys to win in the fashion in which you picked the Cowboys.
Beat the brakes.
Well, me and Chris had him hanging 40 burger on him.
You did.
So
we weren't guaranteeing it like Nate.
Guarantee. This is about the last one I'm going to guarantee for the next 3 weeks.
You know what else the Twitterverse wanted to know?
What's that?
Can you finally now say they blew somebody out?
Oh yeah, this was an 8. This was an 8, bro. This was an 8. What you think it was, an 8? Out of 1 to 10?
I think it's a 9. Solid
I think it was
9.
8, man. That was nice. But anyway, man, the reason I am not pumped up because me and Chris was trying to put something together.
We're not going to look to next week just yet. We got 24 hours.
But I cannot be pumped up.
We got 24 hours to enjoy
I cannot be.
This win.
With Kansas City doing what they did last night? No, sir, I'm not.
Wait till Wednesday and we'll talk about that. But today you need to gloat.
No, I'm not.
It doesn't happen very often that you're right on this show, so take advantage of it.
Okay, let me ask this. You're wrong again. How many losses have the Cowboys occurred this season?
Two.
How many have they won this season?
6.
Am I correct?
Seven. 7 and 2.
7.
So we have how many more games left? We have 8.
7 and 2. What was that? 9, 8 games.
We got 8 more games left. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be closer to my record. I promise you, than y'all will be to y'all. Right?
I had them at 12 and 5.
What you had?
I'm still in the running.
I think I might have had them like 9.
Yeah, Jesse.
I had like 10 and 7.
Jesse
all I got to do is get 3 more wins, and I got you.
I had 11 and 6.
Okay, so I'm still in the fight with you two.
Yeah.
All right. What you had, Chris?
They had 10 and 7.
I'll have to go back to the tape. We're going to go back to tape.
Okay,
I think I have them on my wall. I'll bring them tomorrow.
All I want to say is, and I hope this don't come out wrong, because Jesse said.
Why are you going to make
Jesse said that when Gregory went down, I said, hey, man, we got Armstrong, we got this guy. They're just pieces.
They are.
They're just pieces.
They are.
But these pieces help set the tone yesterday.
Stop it. See, now this is the point of the show where you start spewing stuff that makes me look like the bad guy because you know that's not true. Okay. You know the reason that guys like Hamilton and Basham and guys like that get a chance to look like the way that they looked
Right.
was solely because that offense went up 21 points.
Okay.
And when they get a chance to pin their ears back, and don't have responsibilities, don't have to worry about mistakes, the opposing team's offense is playing basically one-handed, having to pass the ball 90% of the time, then I can just go get the quarterback. So don't sit here and try to make it sound like they were in a dog fight and those guys just showed up so big.
How they say, do I or don't I know?
You know what else it does? I mean, that being up 21 points helps you block a punt too, doesn't it, Jesse?
Yeah.
How? Come on.
It does.
You lost me. You had me.
Because when you're up 21 points,
you just say F it and you
can just go. You could just go get it. There's nothing
you still
that we
got to get it.
No, first of all, he didn't even block it. The kicker kicked it into his chest. It wasn't like his hand-eye coordination was on point.
Oh, my God, Jesse. Stop talking.
It hit him in the chest.
Stop talking. That's a block.
It's a great block. Hit him in the chest.
It's a block. You just said he didn't even block it. He blocked it with his chest.
Anthony Brown.
That's another thing. Yes, sir.
Anthony Brown.
That's another thing, right? You get more interceptions that way because they have to throw the ball 90% of the time.
He's losing me, Nate. He's losing me. Jump back in here. Jump back in.
No, because I didn't want to talk today, and I know how to spur him. I know how to. If I make him the bad guy, he's gonna come to his own defense.
It took you about 6 minutes and 23 seconds.
If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna defend me. I'm gonna defend. Someone sent this meme the other day, and it's like this one dude standing there, and it's like a crowd of like thousands of people, like a little bit of separation, and it just says in the caption, it says, "Y'all got me effed up." Like that's how I feel sometimes. I'll stand by myself, but I got a point and be like, y'all got me messed up.
Yeah. Wow. I just want to hear what you said your piece, and I want to hear your.
I didn't say my piece. I defended my piece. And you trying to put me
I want to hear what.
You want him to defend himself, or you want to talk about the game?
The game.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear what Kurt has to say.
A lot of the concerns I had going in were they took care of that, man.
About 15 minutes.
It didn't take long. I mean, that was crazy. They got on such a roll, especially in that second quarter. I mean,
I don't know
that wrong. Like the coach said, it was just an avalanche there.
I don't know the defensive coordinator of this team well. I don't know
Atlanta.
I don't even know
Dean Pease.
Yeah, and I don't even know the head coach. That well. But
Arthur Smith, fun fact, was a teammate of mine at Carolina.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
How was he?
He was a decent offensive lineman. We always asked him, why are you playing football? Like, why are you playing football?
True? His
dad owns FedEx. Like, his dad is like one of the co-founders.
And he's a head coach of the Falcons?
I'm like, it's 150,000 degrees in the summertime in North Carolina. Why are you here? Like, I just want to make my own way. Like, no, your dad made the way for you. Go that way. But yeah, he loved football. He was an offensive lineman. My teammate at Carolina.
I heard that during the pregame. So I was like, what? Yeah. I would have called coach and said, man, give me a job, man, in one of your front offices somewhere, man. Wow. But anyway, I want to hear you now. What is your?
I'm good. They straightened me up. Okay. I was worried, and what I didn't see coming, and what I was most. I figured the offense would eventually get back on track. I didn't know it was going to get like me and Chris were talking before the game, and Dak, everything he was throwing pregame was high. At least 6 to 18 inches high. Everybody was having. I was like, man, I don't know about this. And he overthrew that one ball, I think, in the end zone. And I was like, oh, and then but
Nearly had that one picked off to begin.
Yeah, and then I
should have.
I knew it. I thought it might take a game or two to get back to this point. I didn't see that coming, but what I really was worried about was the defense, and for them to do what they did on defense. And I, like you said, Jesse, it's easier to do that when you're down 20 points,
right?
But it makes me feel like that was just an anomaly last week.
See, football is such a crazy girl because you just hit on a point. Like if Dak throws that interception, that's a pick six, right? And it hit the dude in the chest. Mm-hmm. Last week they made that play.
Yeah,
right.
This week they didn't. Like that is when you hear about football as a game of inches. He catches that. No one's stopping him from scoring a touchdown. Now things are different. They may feel different. They may call things different. They may get more tight. Another thing was when Arthur Smith in Atlanta decided to go for it and taking a field goal, which would have made it 7-6. Yeah. And now you don't have that momentum of giving that defense confidence that we stopped you on 4th down and you kicked the field goal and now you got to kick it off and make Dak have to drive it the length of the field again. And there's so many things that can happen in that moment in time. But you give me a short field, we got some momentum, we score, now you're down 14-3. You know, so it's all these little things that happen in a football game. What makes it football is a funny, funny, funny girl that a pick six wasn't simply because he dropped it. It wasn't because he didn't have a chance. Like, literally, they played it perfectly. They sent the blitz. They knew that was going to be where the hot route was at. They knew that when the hot route comes, they're going to either run a slant or a go. That safety jumped that slant. I mean, he ran the route better than, who was it, Michael Gallup? He ran the slant better than him. Hit him in the chest. He dropped it. Doesn't matter. No. They get the ball back. They go down, they score. And so that's just like football can be a crazy, crazy girl. And sometimes she's with you, and sometimes she burns you.
What were you gonna say, Kurt?
Metaphorically and physically.
Before Jesse cut you off and just ran.
Yeah, I don't. Well, anyway.
Good talk. Good question.
But it was
good follow up.
It was pretty amazing that they went for 4th and 7, and then the Cowboys go for it on the same position, 4th and 5, which again last week was horrible.
Right.
And this week they couldn't, like you said, they could do no wrong. It's just
and the poor little kicker. It was just like, you know what? We don't need you today except for extra points. You just sit over there and you don't.
That's a good place to be.
Yeah.
He's probably happy about
that.
Yeah.
I got a check for doing 5 extra points and a couple kickoffs.
Literally shorter than me.
Really?
But his legs, tree trunks. Like he's probably, what do you think, Chris? 5'8", maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a little dude, but
5'8", smaller than you.
I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9".
Wow, man. I mean,
oof.
What?
5'9"?
Yeah.
Now that we passed this game
shoes
here,
on?
now that we've passed this game.
Well, wait. Jesse, how'd you feel about the game?
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I loved the fact that I knew that people were going to get on me. But
it's good. That was a fun.
Yes.
That was a fun win all the way around. Yeah. And our fans by the way, y'all are the freaking best.
Amazing.
Like that was so much fun. It was good to not have to worry about a game, and then to have y'all jump in and know that Nate was going to come after us.
Yeah.
And
Nate ain't coming after y'all.
I know I'm a little disappointed, but anyway, go ahead.
But no, this was the game I needed to see, and this just furthermore shows me that this is a different football team. Because last week, we all questioned that. We said, what is happening?
Yeah.
Well, what happened to that football team? Is the clock striking 12? Is the carriage turning back into a pumpkin? Is the Clydesdale turning back into mice? And they said, nope, we still the finest chicks out here. And we're going to go up here and just rout a football team.
Yep. Hold my beer.
Like literally hold my beer, because like you saw the stats they were showing them during the game. They were saying like up until like the 4 or 6 minute mark of last week, the Cowboys at home was averaging almost 450 yards of total offense and 40 points. Up until that point, to the 6 minute mark last week, they had 0 points in the game and had like 100 and something yards total offense. Now those last couple, points or whatever they scored, but this was a game that the world needed to see, because people had written Dak off. Oh, you're out of the MVP conversation. Oh, this team is out of the best team in the league conversation. Nope, no longer Super Bowl contenders. And it was like, oh, but wait, we right back in there. And that was so sweet to see, man, to just go out there and compete at such a high level and leave no doubt. Yeah. Like there's no doubt left after that football game that this is one of the best teams in all of football.
How much was that the coaches getting his team turned around?
Give my boy Freaky Mike some love. Football whore knee. Give my guy Freaky Mike some love. He got his troops back in step, in line again. Y'all say whatever y'all want about my boy. He had a mishap last week. Y'all was ready to ship him off to the middle of nowhere, to the abyss. He got those boys back on track. All 3 phases. Bam, 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 rolling. Shout out to Mike McCarthy, man. Coach of the year.
All right, Nate. So we've been around the table. Congratulations. You told us all week not to be worried, that you weren't worried at all, and you were right. How did you feel about the game?
I was glad, man. I was just happy. Man. Because we needed that explosive game. We needed a game where we we talked about it last week. I hadn't seen that 8, that 7, that 8, maybe up close to a 9. And we needed to show the world that even though it was Atlanta, see, I ain't fooling myself with Atlanta, you know. But when we beat a team that we should have beaten, we beat them soundly from the opening gate to closing. You know, so I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm overjoyed, bro. I mean, but I had more fun yesterday just talking noise to them guys over there against y'all. I was selling y'all out the whole time I was over there.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
That's about, yeah, I was
that sounds about right.
I told them. I used the Shannon so much yesterday, too. I told them. Yeah, I know you guys want to listen to it, but that's my guy.
What'd you think when they took the coin toss and took the ball? They hadn't done that all year.
What you talking about? It flipped out. I was so happy. I told them over there, game over. They're like, well, I said the game is over because if we score, they're going to have to throw the ball. They're going to have to throw the ball. But they came out with little Mr. Patterson. They came out with him. And then all of a sudden, my man said, I've seen enough of that. Coach Quinn said, I've seen enough of that.
And those are the little things, like, you don't talk enough about. Like, years past, we were so used to this is who we are, this is what we do it week in and week out.
Yep.
I think you got to give coaches even something as small as the coin toss. They knew they needed to go out. They got some momentum at the last week. Go out and hit them in the mouth first and give them some confidence back. Just little things like that. Like, you know, we're so used to like, no, we want to be on defense because this is why and this is how we execute. And then just something like that, just knowing your team and knowing what you need to do and what you don't need to do. I think you're right, Jesse. He deserves a lot of credit for everything he's done so far.
Yeah, they want to be the New England Patriots. Oh, we'll get the ball first. We'll get the ball and get it first in the second half. You're down by 14 points. Like you got to get that great of a defense. We used to do that all the time last year and the year before. Oh, man, we'll be on defense in the second half. But you're down 15 points. What does it matter? You know, that always bothered me, man.
Yeah, but setting the tone was so important, man. Mm-hmm. Like at home, like you needed to come out for yourselves and just put something out there on the field that you were proud of.
Remember, we can do this.
Right.
Remember this.
And
is
it was
how
like
we do it.
we're taking the ball, and we're gonna go down there and we're gonna bang, 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 and go score a touchdown, and that's gonna be the tone setter. And what I love about Mike McCarthy is he has been consistent. And I'll say what you want about analytics and all that. I'm not smart enough to have that analytic mindset, but he's like, 4th and 5, we're going for it. 4th and 7, we're going for it. I believe enough in this team. I believe enough in my guys. I believe enough in my offense. We're going for it.
Didn't work out last week. Guess what?
They're right back. And that's the thing. Like that didn't scare them. That didn't run them away from what they do. They're like, no, we're going right back to it again. Like you're going to have to show me that you can stop me on a consistent basis because I believe more often than not that my Jimmys and Joes are better than yours, and I'm going to go for this and 4. And that's backbreaking. Even in the early in the football game, that is so backbreaking to a defense. Is when you've got to that. Because the defense always saying, they'll hold the 4th down. Let's get the 4th down. And then you look over and they go, oh, they ain't punting? Damn, I got to go back out here and line up. And then they get it. Then they go for it again. You say, they ain't punting? That is asserting your will on an opposing team. Just dominating them, man, going for the 4th down, completing it, getting it, and just leaving no doubt. They did that yesterday.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, more Cowboys versus Falcons recap on the People Show. Congratulations, Nate.
They just showing these guys on the sideline just laughing with 2 minutes left in the game. The Cowboys, they just sit up laughing like, Nate told us.
Oh, sorry. Hanging with the boys. We'll be right back.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
the Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back.
Give the gift to the Cowboys this season with the Dallas Cowboys United membership presented by Globe Life. It's the ultimate fan experience for the ultimate Cowboys fan. Membership start at just $20 and include an exclusive fan pack and VIP member experiences. 'Tis the season. Visit DallasCowboys.com/United to get yours today. Fellas, I got to run outside real quick and shoot something with the butcher.
Run to the bathroom.
No, I actually have to go
the
do
butcher.
Got to go do a little social piece right now. So I will be back for the last segment.
See where your priorities are.
I know. I got to,
It's all right,
do what I gotta do.
It's all right.
I just don't want to hear Nate for another segment. So I will be right back. So Kurt,
You need some help?
Kurt's Corner early.
Kurt's Corner.
Take it away,
early.
Kurt.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about?
How Grady Jarrett's supposed to be and Deion Jones.
What did you think about
AJ
the
Stop. That's Wednesday, Nate.
Okay.
No, that's Atlanta. That's Atlanta.
I'm talking about
Those are
Atlanta.
Atlanta players.
Yeah.
What did you think of Collins and Steele? Did they figure it out?
Yeah. The guys wasn't as better. They wasn't as good a pass rushers as I thought they would be this week. They were. I think they're getting their legs up under them. I still want my man to get some better technique, man. His technique is falling off a lot. I'm talking about Collins, and still he's determined, man. And so, but these guys that were rushing him, they wasn't no big shakes, but they did what they had to do, Yeah. And that run game kept us stabilized. It kept us there. But I'm telling you, when CeeDee Lamb opened up like he did, that scared them. You think, Jess? When CeeDee Lamb came out like that
they have nobody covering, huh?
The offensive coordinator was saying, what am I going to do here? I got to throw this thing. So, like Jess said, it just made our guys be freer to rush the pass with no responsibility looking at the run. So,
and that's the biggest fear when you play the Cowboys is that how do we keep up? Right? If I don't get early stops or I don't get an early lead. See, Denver didn't have that issue.
No.
Because they were playing from ahead the entire game.
Yeah.
So it was more so the Cowboys had to catch up to them. And not too many teams have the ability to get a lead on the Cowboys, sustain a lead on the Cowboys, and keep a lead on the Cowboys where you find yourself and coaches, they know their personnel, they know their teams, they know what they're capable of. This is why you saw them pull Matt Ryan out in the beginning of the fourth quarter. They knew we didn't have a chance in hell.
They got a Thursday game, I think.
Yeah, they knew that. Listen, we don't have the firepower to match 28 points, to match 30 points, to go get those kind of points. Some teams do. And when you know your squad and you see a team over there that's rolling and they go up 7, 14, 18, 21, you start looking around and you're saying, I don't know what we can do to keep up. Or when you see that momentum shifting, you now change your way of approaching things and say, you know what? Now we got to start shooting from the hip and just start going because they about to start rolling. And if we don't get that thing going and try to either get some long drives going and get some points on the board, now we'll find ourselves down. Because they went down 18 points like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened. It was like they scored, then it was the field goal, then the Cowboys, I think, came down, and then they went forward. And before you know, you looked up, and it was 21-3.
Yeah.
It was 28-3. And then their social media tweeted out, yeah, we know, right? 28-3 from the Super Bowl, from Super Bowl years. But this Cowboys offense, when they are able to roll like the way that they roll, they put so much pressure on the opposing team's defense as well as their offense because now you begin to press and everything now becomes so vital. Like, I need this first down. I need this big play. I need this catch. I need this throw because I don't want to give it back to 4 in that offense because we just don't. Not too many teams have the ability to stop a CeeDee Lamb, a Amari Cooper, a Michael Gallup, a Cedric Wilson, a Schultz, a Zeke, a Pollard. It's just so much coming at you.
But was it all Dak figuring it out? Was it he the difference between this week and last week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because last week he was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't hit the wild side of the barn. And
yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you and that's why I left out of the game so confident. But besides, Jesse saw the same thing. You saw the same thing. We know Atlanta didn't have that good of a team. But what we was thinking was, okay, they are a professional team. They have seen the remedy to what they think can beat us. But we all knew one person.
Yeah.
And Jesse been saying it all year, all summer. No Dak, we in a bad way.
Right.
Dak had just a bad outing. But we saw in the last few minutes of the last game before this, he found his rhythm. Now, Shannon said he was throwing high. He threw that one pass that could have been intercepted after that. Everything was like clicking. You knew right then, we all knew, collectively, like, it's over now.
Yep.
It's over. It's over. When they didn't score 7, when they had that first drive and got a 3, I just started laughing. I said, yeah. I said, I may not win this by a big, by 21 points. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to win it by 10 or 11. That thing got really out of hand. I'm like, and then the block punt.
Yeah.
I thought of you then. I thought it was something like that. I thought of you then, like, wow, they're just like it is. Yeah. But I didn't know you was going to critique my boy with the chest move instead of the ass.
I'm just messing with it. That was a great block. That was a great block.
Yeah. But because I was the same way, because their first 2 drives, they moved the ball.
Yes.
And I thought, man, this is going to be a shootout. What changed? I mean, why did they just their offense just got stalled. After that missed fourth down, they couldn't do anything.
When my teams that I played on, when we wasn't good, and I'm just being honest, when we wasn't good and we came out there in that first quarter and we give you everything we got, and it don't phase that team, then you just kind of go into, I'm playing to survive.
Right.
And I'm telling you, when it did not work, when they did that and the interception didn't happen and all of a sudden they went in survival mode. Okay, I'm on film. I'm going to try to do my job. The good guys going to be the good guys. And those just called the pieces, those pieces really become pieces there. They got a bunch of pieces. They got some growing to do. We still do too. We're not there defensively. But they got some growing to do. They got to get some players.
See, even at 14-3, they knew it was done.
Oh, they knew, man. They knew.
And I think that's why Arthur Smith went for it as early as he did in that game. Instead of taking that 3 and making it 7-6, he knew that we got to manufacture something to put them back on their heels, because if we give the ball back to them, I don't have the Hogs on this defense side of the ball to stay with those guys. And it was chum in the water. They knew it, we knew it, and as long as Dak was standing upright, they didn't have a chance. They didn't have a chance. And
your biggest fear was Grady Jarrett on our left guard. That was your biggest fear. And Deion Jones, as good an athlete as he is, I knew when you look at the film, he ain't no straight ahead guy. You need to be able to blitz him. He need to be able to run from sideline to sideline. He ain't like Micah. You can put Micah sometime because Micah got great hand work. Mm-hmm. You can go at him and he still can be serviceable. But Deion Jones, you go at him, it's in the story. He about 6'3", 220 pounds, 25. It's in the story. They secondary, A.J. Terrell, good guy, good, but that's kind of it.
Yeah.
So that's what gave me all the hope in the world, because. And like I said, I didn't know their defensive coordinator. Like last week, the week before, I knew their defensive coordinator. I knew he's going to come up with something, but I thought we would still beat him.
Does that frustrate you at all? That because then the Broncos lose at home to the Eagles. I mean, is it kind of like
that strange lady he talked about? That strange lady he talked about.
You know what? And I heard Brian Broaddus say this, and it made perfect sense. I just look at now, like hindsight is 2020. I look at the Denver game as a loss that we really, if we're being honest, we really should have already had. We weren't supposed to go to Minnesota and win. We weren't. We were not supposed to go to Minnesota with Cooper Rush. Yeah. We weren't supposed to go to Minnesota and win, but we did. And so it's like you just swapped out the loss that you should have had in Minnesota. Yeah. You swapped out the loss that you didn't have against. You shouldn't have had against Denver. But every now and again, you just run into those moments where you just were off. And I said this in my pregame show. I just found it hard to believe that Dak would play that bad 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Like, that was horrible. He had a 34 passer rating, quarterback rating at the end of that game, up until the 6-minute point of that game. He is too good mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, as a leader, as a player, as a person, to be that bad 2 weeks in a row. So I'm like, if he just play 50% better, that'll keep us in this football game.
Yeah.
Because when you go back and you look at like the stats, like our running game didn't dominate them.
No.
I think we only had Zeke
about 114 or something like that. 114.
Zeke and Pollard
had 114 yards.
Great.
Like Pollard had 11 for 42. Zeke was 11 for 41. Corey Kmet came in and was 6 for 20, and Dak had 5 yards. So you didn't have this dominant performance. And even when you look at Dak in the passing, he had almost 300 yards, but it was just so efficient. It was so and when you get the stop and get a short field, when you get a block punt and get a touchdown, you're talking about now those are 2 possessions where you don't even have to go very far. One, you didn't have to go at all. So you lost an entire possession of plays that could have made these numbers look even more gaudy. But when you get plays like that and you get the turnovers, because I consider a stop on 4th down to me a turnover. That's a turnover.
Yeah, that is.
So you get that as well as you get that's 5 turnovers. You get the 3 interceptions, the block punt, and a turnover on downs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't ask for a better all-around day. Everybody gave you something and contributed to this win. And the thing that I love that Dak was back on kind of pace with, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys who had at least 2 receptions. That's when you know that they're dealing. When that ball is moving around and everybody's getting a little bit of something, hey, you get a little bit. You're like the Oprah thing, you get a pass, you get a pass, you get a pass. It makes it so hard to key in on anybody. Because we're going to key in on Kyle Pitts and make the other kid, Zacharias, beat us. Or
a Cage
or somebody like that.
Yeah.
You'll live with that. But you say, we're going to key in on Amari Cooper. Okay, well, go to work, CeeDee Lamb.
2 touchdowns.
Hey, Jess. I fell victim to it because you were so right. Where
get that on record.
Where Wilson was doing. Wilson been dealing. He been dealing, bro. But it's something about when you put Gallup at that outside and Amari at that outside, and that boy dealing in the middle. CeeDee Lamb is dealing from that slot. It's a whole different beast, man.
Yeah, Gallup.
That's a whole different beast. And I forget. This is what I forgot. Is when he is in trouble, when Dak is in trouble and start to move, guess who always is open?
That is true.
Gallup is always open.
Yeah. He looked like he didn't miss a beat there.
I'm like, he dropped that one pass. That's our boy. He go drop this touchdown. But he got that big play down there on the
1 yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice catch.
How did this guy always be that guy that's open, making that spectacular of a catch, man? And don't get me wrong, Wilson is dealing, bro. But then when you see Gallup back out there, you see him getting interviewed, you see what the guy's like, man. He just
and you got you know this, Nate. There's some guys who are just Johnny on the spot kind of guys.
Yeah,
they just always have a feeling for where that open space is, to where to go, and there's that connection there. You can't explain it. I played with a guy like that in Laurent Robinson. when he had his big year.
Yeah.
He had 11 touchdowns that year. 9 of them were because he just was open when Tony did that scramble.
When he scrambled, he would always
like Tony scramble, shake, juke, move, and all that kind of stuff. And next thing you look up, LaRon Robinson wide open, touchdown. You know, he just and he
got paid.
He got paid. I'm still bitter about that. I felt like that should have been my money. But no, but there's just some guys who just always know where to be. Always Johnny on the spot when that quarterback is looking for that escape route, and he's like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Bloop.
Lamb's got that in him too. That one touchdown where Dak just threw that duck into the back of the end zone and Lamb runs under it.
But you know what?
Read that. Dak read that. So he read that.
Here's what's so impressive about that. This is when you know Dak is just on a different level. He knew what the coverage was.
Yes, he did.
Dak knew what the coverage was. He knew that I didn't have much time. CeeDee Lamb knew what his route was, a corner route. I got a corner route. I got to the back pylon. But if you just watch Dak is just saying, I'm backpedaling. He was to the last second. Now, if he could have, he would have stepped in and drove it, but he couldn't because the guy was. He was looking down a gun barrel.
Yes, he was.
But Dak was so smart to know I just need to buy time. I'm gonna retreat, and now I'm gonna throw it with some air so that when CeeDee turns around, it's not up on him quick.
Yeah.
He can have a moment to locate it.
Yes.
Wow.
And I like to give my guy a chance in the back of the end zone to go up and make that play. And that was just, to me, like that was one of the sweetest plays of the day. Wow. Because if you watch it, Dak knows exactly what's about to happen. Like he begins to retreat as soon as he gets the ball. Because he's saying, I just need to buy a little bit of time. Because even in the route, like this is when I try to tell people about route subtlety. Like everything is not to be run full speed. Well, even on that route for CeeDee Lamb, I gotta wait till that outside guy eats up that corner. Because if the corner sees it, he just backs up right into the back of the end zone and intercepts it. Yeah. So I have to be a little bit patient at the line of scrimmage to allow that outside route to do what it does, and then come in, which makes that corner have to jump that in route. So I have the back pylon all to myself. Because if I rush that and he still sees it, because he knows it's zero coverage. Yeah. They know it's zero coverage. We know it's zero coverage. So the cornerback is still playing like, if he throws this slant, I'm going to jump it, but I'm going to hold on a little bit. And Dak just said, come on. Okay, he come. And he throws it to the back.
This was the great thing about it. Remember, they was in the red zone. Ain't no more space.
No.
Yeah.
So you had to run this play exact.
Right.
You had, because most corners just back up. You're in the zone. You playing your man, looking at your man. But you know what, man?
But once that outside guy committed to that dig, that quick in route,
yes, sir,
you have to honor that. Because the ball's coming out hot, and Dak just said, I need to, okay, here it goes. And he just gave it enough air in it because he says, CeeDee has all that space back there to work with. I just need him to locate the football.
Yeah.
If he locates it, I like my chances.
Wow, that's fascinating. See, I just thought he just threw it up. I didn't realize he knew what was going on.
I saw that. I said, man, Dak, that was sweet. I'm looking like that was sweet. They're like, what you mean? I say, you know what? He was going to back up anyway, but when the guy was getting on him fast as he was, you know what? You have to have some heart to do that. Most quarterbacks would just do that thing at the back of his zone. Because you got to have some heart, man. You got to have some heart to take that. Yeah. Because it's coming down on you, man.
Yeah. All right, Chris, I think, is telling us we need to take a break, so we will be right back.
How we flow so good with Shannon?
Hanging with the boys.
Actual structure.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash. It's
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with...
And I'm Jay Novacek, and we're both with...
United Ag and Turf, the official tractor provider of the Dallas Cowboys.
So, if you need a tractor to bale some hay, a mower to cut some grass, or a gator to get some chores done...
Get a John Deere at United Ag and Turf.
And then, let's get to work.
Hey, Jay, that's my line.
Well, not today.
Get to work with a John Deere tractor package that's just right for you and your budget. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
I am back. Thank you for covering for me, Kurt. I hope it was a great segment.
It was actually fascinating. You need to listen to that last segment. I really learned a lot. It was good.
I will go back.
And I'm being serious.
He's lying. You're
really
not going to go back.
I will.
Yeah, he'll go back. Oh, yeah, he'll go back.
It was interesting.
Because he's going to realize I sold him out.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
Let me. Yeah, oh, Lord Jesus. Let me tell you guys about something cool that we are doing for the Chiefs game this weekend. The Cowboys take on the Chiefs on Sunday, November the 21st, which Nate cannot wait to talk about at 3:25 p.m. Join Cowboys Nation at one of two free watch parties presented by Miller Lite. Head to the AT&T Discovery District or the Miller Lite House at AT&T Stadium to watch Dallas Cowboys cheerleader performances, meet Dallas Cowboys alumni, hang with Rowdy, give him a little cash. He'll do stuff for you.
Some strain for some change.
Pre-game celebrations begin at 1 p.m. at AT&T Discovery District and 2 p.m. at Miller Lite House. For more info, visit DallasCowboys.com/watch party. It's going to be really cool. They usually do those out here at the Star, but and they only do one, but they're spreading it out, doing two. Be pretty cool.
And
so
this game is all
out.
like Planet Chiefs is always significant because they started in Dallas, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And the Hunt family and the Jones family are really, really tight. They're neighbors, if I believe so. They live in the same. They live like down the street from one another. Places we'll never be able to afford to live.
It's fun to drive through there at Christmas and see how the other side.
They won't let us in the gate. They were like, "What?
No, you can't even see the house. You just drive by the gate."
Road Trophy this weekend.
Yeah,
Preston Road Trophy.
Yes, that's it. That's the name of the trophy. So they're really good friends. This franchise and that franchise are really, really tight.
It's been a while since these two teams have both been good. I mean, Kansas City, I hope they didn't get it back on track, man, this week. That offense scares the hell out. I ain't real worried about that defense, but, I mean, this could be a 55-54 football game, man. This might be fun.
Jones, they got a nose tackle that plays
if they leave Chris Jones in the middle. If they leave Chris Jones in the middle, it might be a headache for us. But let me not say that because then they'll be like, Jesse, see?
Well, I'm saying it. You better pay attention. Buyer beware on Preston Road. Thank you.
Oh, man. We only got a few minutes left. Is there anything y'all wanted to cover before because we'll take
I think Jesse did a hell of a job.
Take phone calls tomorrow.
Covering it. What you think?
Did you?
You think?
Oh, yeah.
He did a hell of a job. Yeah.
What'd y'all talk about? What'd I miss?
We just broke down
how good
the
Dak
touchdown
was.
Play.
Oh.
Yeah, the one where he threw that
Hey,
lob.
man, I don't need that. That's fodder.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you talk about, like, I forgot, you guys may not have forgot. I forgot how good Michael Gallup is.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That I was worried that first ball that hit him kind of hit him in the arm and he spun. I was like, ooh, that looks bad. But then that one catch that he made, I was like, okay, I remember how good that guy is.
Wilson's hurt. He's battling that shoulder. He only had one snap, I think.
Really? Tank was on the sideline. Did y'all see that?
Who?
Tank, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Oh, DeMarcus Lawrence.
He was back out on the field.
Didn't he post something about close or
said soon.
Yeah.
I had a picture of him.
So maybe this game?
Be nice.
Is this game too soon to expect that?
What's that? 10? He was supposed to be what, an 8-week?
6 to 8.
Around this time.
So this week or next, maybe?
That'd be nice.
Soon and very soon.
Were you guys ever in a game like that where you got on a steamroll and you just rolling like that?
It was
like
actually
that second quarter.
It was actually against Atlanta. It was actually against Atlanta. We were hitting on all cylinders. I think Patrick Creighton might have had a punt return in that game. So another special teams touchdown. Yeah. I think we played Atlanta at home. It was like a noon game. I remember it vividly and the reason why I remember it because we had just signed, who was the returner? A small returner. We had just signed. He's been like a career returner.
Oh, the guy that played one.
He played one snap. And I remember that because Patrick Creighton's my good friend, and he was pissed that they put him back there to return punts. And he was like, what? And then he got hurt. The first punt he returned, he got hurt. And then PC took one out. He might have had two that game.
I think he had a receiving touchdown.
Yeah, that's what it might have been.
Because he got benched for something like he thought he was going to. Nick did a story on it. He thought he was going to be moving in the starting lineup, but they jumped. Like might have been Miles Austin jumped over. So he lost 2 starting jobs and wound up scoring.
That's
2
what it was.
touchdowns.
Yeah, he lost 2 starting jobs in 1 week and ended up having a dominating game. I think that was a game we jumped on Atlanta.
Yeah,
real bad.
And Nate's like, how many?
Right.
Which one do you want me to talk about?
93, 94.
What's the biggest butt whooping that y'all put on somebody that really just stands out where y'all just like dominated?
Oh, man, I can't remember. I ain't lying to you besides the Super Bowl against Buffalo. That's about it. But we had some dog fights. We used to wear teams down like that's what I mean. We would wear you down and then take over in the late in the fourth. You know, and I don't remember just like
blowing somebody out.
Yeah. How about you, Jess? Have y'all? Yeah, they said Atlanta. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you listen?
Yeah, they said Atlanta. Yeah,
I mean, I have an excuse. I wasn't in here. You're sitting next to the man.
Yeah, but no, he said Atlanta. I'm sorry. I'm just.
What was
I'm
that score? Did you look at that score of that game?
37-21.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't as dominant, but it just felt like it was a.
Might have been trash.
34-14 going in the.
So I mean, Shannon, what's your biggest blowout in high school? Where you blew somebody?
I crapped my pants once.
No, you didn't. You did.
One of them drunk bingers, wasn't it?
No, I peed myself in Vegas one time.
Oh, Lord.
Do you remember while I was awake? I have no excuse. I got lost. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd been up all night. I'd met some people, and I had to go. And I was in a casino that I wasn't staying at, and I got lost.
How much you pay for her?
And didn't pay. She didn't stick around after this incident, though. And I was walking around in a casino, there's lights and everything looks the same, and you're down on the bottom floor where the slot machines are, and I couldn't find the bathroom, and I kept walking and finally found it. By the time I got there, I was done, and I walked back out, and she was waiting on me sitting down, and I said, she goes, what? And I said, spill my beer on me. She goes, you didn't have a beer when you left. I was like, and then
good night.
Her and her friend got up and left, never saw her again. So yeah, so those are the 2 biggest blowouts I've had.
How about you,
Oh man,
let's wrap this
the
up.
The one that stands out to me was we were on the losing end. It was a baseball game. We couldn't stop anybody.
Oh,
not near.
You're talking about like sporting events that I was a part of. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I don't have any. I don't have any stories quite like that. So.
Wow. All right, I guess that's an ender.
Cowboys at Giants, 1995. There, Nate.
Okay.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
35-0. The opener.
35.
And we was up there, right?
Yep.
And Emmett hit him for about a 60-yarder. That was sweet. Yeah. Emmett said, "You think I'm slow, right? You think I'm done."
Maybe we'll get into this tomorrow. But Emmett, who's had a ton of records and years and rushing champions. What are some of the gifts? 'Cause I know running backs give their offensive linemen some dope gifts.
Yeah.
We'll get into it tomorrow.
Yeah, think about that.
I want to know what are the gifts that Emmett gave the offensive line from his rushing challenge.
What's
some isotoners?
What's the best? What's the best gift?
I've known some around the league too, boy. John Riggs.
But hold on, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a great question. All right, tonight Jordan Lewis is on with me and Brad Sham, Cowboys Hour. Wednesday night we got Tyrone Crawford.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, really
big
good time.
tie.
Brad actually pulled up. I was leaving yesterday, and he pulled up in the parking lot and rolled the window down. And he goes, Jordan Lewis.
Yeah.
Like he had something to do with it. Like we got him on the show. I caused that. So, Kurt, good seeing you. Thanks for holding it down. Jesse, good seeing you, man. Nate, good call last week, man.
Good call, man.
You know what? We will not doubt you again this year.
Lies!
Till you give us a reason to.
All I know is, Jesse, you did a great job of defending me today.
Listen.
Chris, thanks for keeping us on.
Even the sun shines on the
Tomorrow,
dog.
The fans is what I'm waiting on.
Aaron, thanks for keeping Chris straight. William, thanks for keeping the live streams up. We will be back tomorrow. The People Show.
Will.
Thank you to the fans for entertaining us yesterday. That was amazing.
You guys are great.
We'll see you tomorrow. Hanging with the boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?